Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cryptopocalypse Now. My name is Crypto Ranger, and I'm here to guide you on your next best trade. We're going to be looking at Bitcoin's price action. Congratulations to all those that went long and bought spot or derivatives at the 16K bottom, and we're looking to once again make some money together with the rest of our community here at Cryptopocalypse Now. Congratulations, guys. Once again, 16K, perfect call. This was a very, very scary 1.5 years. This price action here shook out a lot of hedge funds. They blew up. Retail, I'm not even going to go there. But hopefully we were able to save our traders some money. And throughout this whole dumpage here, we were advising to get people out into USDT and convert and sit it out and basically wait for the 16K bottom to hit. We actually called 16K 8 months prior to it reaching that level. And so I'm really happy that you guys went along for the ride and waited patiently. And hopefully now, if you listen, you have been rewarded. Bitcoin bounced and it's almost 100% gain at this point. 32,600 is about to get hit in the not so distant future. I'll explain why. And it's not going to stop there. So this is an inverted chart, yearly chart for Bitcoin. Just want you to take a real good look at this and get a feel for the visual representation of the trend here. Treat this as a, I guess, a 5-minute chart, if you will. And the reason it's upside down is because, and yeah, why 5 minutes? Well, because, you know, you're used to probably scalping 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and you have to ask yourselves, you know, would I be longing this or shorting this setup? It is upside down because I think the market, this candle, it is my opinion that this candle has conditioned people to look at price action from the top down, not from the bottom up. So when I come along and many other great traders, analysts out there, and they say 16K is the bottom, you should be buying into it. Remember that whole platoon feed where I was like, wait, we're not doing anything. 20K is our pause area. We have to wait for 16. Bam, 16 get hit. What do? We buy and load up on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin responds and says, hey, thank you for believing in me, because this chart here is an uptrending chart. There's no further downside risk potential here. Could it go to zero? Yeah, but that's a whole different story. We're talking about pure technicals here, and we've seen a little reversal here, a little bounce. And this is what's going to happen next, right? Ready for this? So let's drop down to the 6 month. So would you agree that it's an uptrending chart? I'll keep it upside down because your brain is, trust me, I do it for myself too. It's conditioning, right? We're used to like price going down, but it's actually going to keep going up. So we have to flip our charts for it to make sense. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but I'll just keep it this way to make a point. You know that sometimes we look at the HC, half a candle trade, which means our target potentially sits at around 44K, all right, for this 16K bounce. And this is basically a 50% fib retracement point. Think of it like halfway through, you know, we're bouncing, we're moving towards this magnet zone right here. This is bullish. MEXC is bullish. We don't have enough data here. Bitcoin is so young and underdeveloped that there's great potential here on this chart for it to make new highs, new historical highs. With halving, depending on how you prefer to say it, only a year away, I see no reason for this to not materialize. So 6 months trending up, I would say yes. Trending up big time. 2 month chart. Now I'm going to turn on DSR to give us a little perspective here. DSR is set to display a yearly parameters. So everything is set to 12 months here on our indicator. Just so we can make a point here. You can see how we have bounce points at the red. We go up, we smash through the greens here, find support of the green, retest again. We go down, break away, go find some support on the red here, trend towards another red block. We bounce away from that block. So the natural progression is what? What is the next target? To the left, sorry, to the right over here, you will see that 32,700 is where the trailing step currently is. This is going to get tagged, and this is the level to watch. 100% we're going to tag it, and we'll actually shoot past it. We'll shoot over it and potentially go for R1, which is at 38K. Now, for all you bears out there who are waiting to go short, understand that this S dot here is telling us that it is sensing that we'll have an imminent crossover and print an a C dot, a crossover dot on the momentum indicator here, which is going to push price further up on a very high momentum. As we can see, S1 to R1 is at 624%. This is strong inside momentum. The inside part of this is, see these red candles? This is the inside block. So strong inside momentum towards R1 is almost a guaranteed scenario here. I know it's hard to believe, but hey, this is why our system is one of the best systems out there, because it is never wrong if you know how to read it. Don't know how to read it? Join the platoon, talk to me. I'll teach you all about it. But take a look. We had a bounce here from the CPR floor and also the 50 moving average, the Armageddon ribbon. And we're moving towards what? 32, where is it? 32,700. Once we breach that, R1 is just around the corner, 38,900. And then, yeah, this whole block here is a $10,000 range from R1 to the top of the ceiling here. It's 18. No, I'm sorry. It is 10. I don't know why it's doing that. I've got the magnet on. I'm sorry. Let's turn that off. Measure that again. So R1 to, yeah, it's like 23% over here. So a $10,000 range right here between R1 and the pivot high open. So volatility expansion possible if narrow. It is not so narrow, so we're going to get a rejection somewhere here. Bears beware, you're way too early thinking about shorting this uptrending candle currently. This is going to cross over and it's going to send it all the way to 48, 42. We already made a call about that about a month ago. No, I'm sorry, less than a month ago. 16K was called 8 months ago, and the 42K level off 16K. It's actually was one of my tweets, and I said, you know, guys, give me 200 likes and retweets. Share it with your friends and your communities out there, and let them know that there's a channel here that helps traders get their things in order and trade safely. But no, I did not get those retweets or likes, and so just kind of kept it to myself. But now you know, it's too late now. Those that missed out on 16K, and it's going to be really tough for you psychologically to be buying here at the top of every one of these candles. But just so you know, you have space, lots of space to go, and this is going to be rallying all the way to 48. So you might as well just buy spot and sit on it for the time being. That's my advice for you. So monthly chart. All right, so we've seen 12 months, 6 months, 2 months, and now the monthly. Let's show you a couple of these are sell signals, these are buy signals, these lightning bolts over here, and we're breaching this BC level at 32, our first level that we should be careful about, because we might get a little rejection here and potentially retest 25, but then we should bounce and make our way to 38. So this is the level here. This is the magnet. We bounce from the bottom of the CPR floor. We have to go up to R1, and we will. I told you before, I don't know how, I don't know when, but you should basically look forward to these levels if you want to make some money. And finally, the ultimate retest level potential is at $53,432 right here. Now, I'm not going to explain what this means. If you're a MARKETSPY trader, you don't need any of this explanation. You already know what these things are. And so we're moving on to weekly now. I'm going to run you through this very, very quickly. We just had a little pump. This wrecking ball is here again, 25k retest against the a little clustered. Look at that, the bear cross, they said on Twitter. Cryptopocalypse now, we teach you that the bearish crosses or bullish crosses are actually the opposites of what the name suggests. So if it's a bear cross, this actually indicates price candles crossing over the 50 moving average over here, closing below this ribbon here is what's being reflected here. So it's a lagging indicator, and this is a buying point. Same thing here. It's going to cross over. We're going to have a little pullback. Don't be afraid of it. It's going to be vicious. It's going to be fast. But I want you to not be afraid of it and buy into it, because this will keep pushing. Your immediate target, again, it's 38. Nothing's going to change here. This is going to keep rallying throughout the year. Maybe a little slow, but we're going to get to these levels. Okay. They didn't believe me when I said we're going to get to 16K when we're sitting at around 60, 50, 48, 30, 20. I kept calling 16K. And that's what happened. Do not make the same mistake here, and try to understand that there's very, very good potential here for Bitcoin to come and test this level, and you want to be a part of it. There's more upside potential here than downside potential. So of course, there's another crossover coming up over here. This is going to be a little laggy, but this will give us a little spill to buy into. So bears, we already have a call at, was it like low 30s to get into a short. And if you go to a daily chart, you can already see how we're starting to see a little sign there. If you're on a 4-hour chart, boom, 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 right? Low 30s, you're getting into a short and you're making some money. But this is like scalping. This is scalping, right? This thing drops down to here, about 28. Buy into it. It's gonna bounce a little bit. It's gonna go lower. And this block below all of this liquidity zone here is when we load up on our next long. So that's it. That's all you need to know. Keep this for perspective. 12 months. Look what we're bouncing off away from. Look what the target is. Understand the price moving up is a lot slower than price moving down. That's why it's not as convincing. A lot of people think that there's no volume backing the move. Doesn't matter. I've seen it time and time again. Volume tends to come in at the top, not at the bottom. I don't even have the volume. Do you look? There's no volume. I never look at the volume. Not for Bitcoin. And yeah, this guy is going to get eaten up. This trailing step is a magnet. 32,700. That's your first target. 38,700 is your 38.26 is your second target, and that's what you're looking at here basically. And then right after that, you got 48 as the next target. So we're looking at chunks of like 10k from these levels all the way up. Sends dot, 2 months, it's about to cross over. It's going to send this thing up, and yeah, don't be surprised if you get hit with a 48. There's a trend line here. I'm going to do this. Don't worry about what these are, but understand that we will keep rallying until June 26, 2023. So until here, we'll either we do something like this, right? Or we can go like sideways. It doesn't matter. But this is like June. June is when you want to be very, very careful about keeping your longs active. For now, no worries. But we have plenty of time, and so I think you'll be seeing this price action here filling up this void area here. 38, and that's when you look for shorts. Right now we're facing a monthly resistance, so it can be a little tough to break through it. But if we do break through it, the next one here, this is a yearly. we're definitely not getting through this. Like R1, it's 38, and another 10k to 48 maximum, right? And then the big crash comes. So keep your eyes open on higher time frames and make sure that you don't get lost in those 5-minute charts. You don't need all the stress that comes with it. There's really not enough volatility for us to be actively scalping because we have not attracted retail enough to do any of this. Not yet. So this thing comes back down and retests 25, this line right here. This is where you buy, okay? And this could take quite a bit of time to play out. And we've got about what, like 50 days, another month of worth of rallying here, and we should be able to come back down once we hit this line here. So mark this on your charts. It's Monday the 5th, June 23rd. So maybe a month and a half away from actually reversing. So until then, you're looking for long setups. If it dips, buy into it. But yeah, you're long from 16k. This is what I don't really like about publishing content that is by the minute sort of like updates, because if you're coming into this community just now, if you slept through it, I warned you bears so many times. I said those who give into the fear, like on this candle, I said those who give into the fear and the FUD are going to be are the real bears that are going to miss out on this pump. Quote me on that. Take a look at my tweets. See the whole history there on Twitter. Make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel because I do post occasional updates in the community page. So it's worth noting that it's kind of acts as my Twitter replacement. I'm allergic to Twitter, but YouTube community page is where you will find some of the best insights into the market. Go back, scroll through that, take a look, and tell me what you think. But for now, yeah, wait for it to pull back, buy back into it. June 5th, wait for a reversal, big drop, and then we start rallying again. And our target is this green yearly block, R1, 38, 32. I think that's where we pivot a little bit. So shorts, you're way too early if you're thinking like now is the time to go all in. Scalping, sure. I'll keep you updated in the platoon if there's a scalping opportunity coming up, or like that's going to take 2-3 days to play out. 5-minute charts, you're on your own, right? But yeah, that's all you need to know. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in our Discord. If you have any questions, make sure to drop them into our Discord. Tag me. I'll do my best to answer. Want to schedule a session with me? Let me know. I can help you along. If you're using the MARKETSPY system, and if you have any questions especially, do participate in the Discord and ask as much as possible so you can get ahead of everyone else by doing so. Thank you guys and have a good night. See you later.